Have you ever noticed how powerful a compliment can be? A simple sentence. You're really smart. You're different from everyone else. You understand things most people don't. At first, it feels good, natural, harmless. But compliments can also become a psychological tool, a way to influence how someone behaves, because when people receive praise, their brain releases dopamine, a small reward, a signal that something good just happened, and the mind begins to associate the person giving the compliment with that good feeling. This creates a subtle psychological bond. The person praising you appears supportive, kind, trustworthy, but sometimes the compliment is not genuine. Sometimes it has a purpose. Imagine meeting someone new. They begin praising you almost immediately. They tell you how intelligent you seem, how unique your ideas are, how refreshing it is to talk to someone like you. At first, this feels flattering, but something interesting begins to happen. Your brain starts wanting more of that validation. You begin enjoying the approval, you begin seeking it, and the person giving the compliments quietly gains influence, because now your mind wants to maintain that positive image. You want them to keep seeing you as intelligent, as impressive, as special. So when they ask small favors, you are more likely to agree, not because you were forced, but because the psychological dynamic has shifted. This tactic is sometimes called strategic praise. It is used in many environments: sales, negotiation, leadership, even manipulation, because praise lowers psychological defenses. When people feel valued, they become more open, more cooperative, more trusting. But there is another layer to this dynamic. Compliments can also create identity pressure. When someone tells you repeatedly that you are a certain type of person, your mind begins to adopt that role. You're the responsible one. You're the logical one. You're the strong one. Over time, the brain tries to behave in ways that match that identity, because humans want to remain consistent with how they are perceived. Manipulative individuals sometimes exploit this. They build a flattering identity around someone, and then guide that person's behavior, not through force, but through expectation. This is why compliments can feel so powerful. They don't just influence emotions, they influence identity. And once identity becomes involved, people often begin making decisions that protect that image. So the next time someone praises you quickly or repeatedly, pay attention. Because sometimes a compliment is simply kindness, but sometimes it is the first step in shaping how you behave. And once your behavior begins to change, the influence has already begun.